backup emergency generator is a system that will provide power to your home in the event of a utility power loss. So your normal power goes out via a storm or some type of event. And then about 30 seconds later, the backup power generator will kick in and provide electricity to your home so that you can live a relatively normal life while that utility power is out. One of the areas where this is really important is if you have special needs or you're an elderly person and you rely on specialized equipment, whether it be medical devices or whether it be air conditioning or something along those lines. That backup power is important for you for security reasons, for safety, for peace of mind, to keep that equipment running. And in that circumstance, backup power is a necessary piece of equipment for life. You have to have electricity for you to live your normal, secure lifestyle. One of the things to keep in mind when you decide that a backup power generator is something that you should have in your home is to make sure that you identify a qualified company that is in the generator business every single day and understands that what your actual requirement needs are in terms of what you need to provide electricity to in the event of a power failure. The other thing that's really important for you to keep in mind is to make sure that your installers are folks that can't just install the generator but also have the ability to do repairs, warranty work, and keep that generator running throughout the course of its life. Because for you, that's an important piece of equipment. So once that installation is completed, you really need to make sure that the company you're dealing with can actually keep that generator running for years and years. One of the things that you'll have an option to look at in terms of backup power sources are a standby generator, which is fully automatic, and a portable generator, which is something you'd find in a retail store or a big box store. And they run on different fuel sources. And the primary difference between those two, one, the automatic generator that's a standby emergency generator is going to run on either natural gas or propane. So you have a relatively unlimited fuel source that's automatic. You don't have to go turn it on. That will happen by itself. As opposed to a portable generator, which is going to run on gasoline or diesel fuel, which is going to stop running as soon as you run out of fuel. And most of them have about a 2 to 4 hour fuel source for gasoline or diesel, and that means that you have to stock and maintain fuel and refill that system for it to be able to provide power to your home. A standby generator installation requires a couple of components. They're not difficult to install, but there's a process that must be followed, and the first part of that process is a site inspection, where we determine what your needs are, what equipment and items in your household that are important to operate in the event of a power failure, and that becomes our priority. The second portion of that is to accurately evaluate the electric service that's in your home so that the generator is sized correctly and can provide the amount of power required for you to live a normal life in the event of a power outage. The next segment of that installation would require an electrician and a plumber for your fuel connections. And when we wrap all those things together, the installation is pretty straightforward. It usually takes about a day and a half. And the permitting process is addressed so that you have a fully licensed, safe installation. And there's some of the things you want to keep in mind when you decide to move forward with a generator. Regarding the amount of power that a generator has, this is a critical area that is really addressed during a site inspection of your home. The power that a generator provides has to be sized correctly for the amperage for the equipment that you're running. For example, it may be important for you to be able to run an electric oven. It may not be important for you to run an electric oven. That electric oven is going to draw a high degree of power. It might be more important for that air conditioner to run, or it might be even more important for some type of medical device to run. In that circumstance, we really have to take into account all of those items together, not just the electric oven or the medical device or the air conditioner. But if you expect all those to run, the generator must be able to provide the power to run all those things at the same time.